What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Eminem just posted something pretty interesting on Instagram. It's a picture of his childhood home, like up close the door after it's been, abandoned for many years. And that was kind of the theme on the Marshall Mathers LP 2, the cover art for it. And obviously Marshall Mathers LP had the same house on the cover. But this was kind of interesting because it kind of hints at maybe Eminem wanting to do a Marshall Mathers LP3. He says 19946 Dresden, which is the address of the home, and then he says stay tuned, and then he says hashtag MMLP link in bio, and that's hinting, and that's going, not hinting, but that is going to like the cassette. They're doing a cassette re-release, but this whole thing could just be for the cassette, but the way, I don't know, it's just the way he says stay tuned. You don't say stay tuned if it's just about a cassette. You would just say, oh, MMLP, cassette, link in bio, or whatever. But he's kind of hinting to me that he's going to go back and his next album will be the Marshall Mathers LP3. I don't know if I would welcome that per se, but I would give it a chance. I didn't like Marshall Mathers LP2. In fact, a lot of Eminem's material in the last decade has been either a hit or miss. He's had some gems here and there, like Beautiful comes to mind from I want to say that was Relapse. That one comes to mind. Recovery wasn't a bad album. I actually liked Recovery a lot more than I expected. But the Marshall Mathers LP2 is kind of whatever. But I think I'm on the fence about the whole idea, if it actually does come into fruition. But I just wanted to kind of make a little video talking about that, seeing, what other people thought. Maybe I'm overlooking or overreacting to the image. Like I said, it could just be promoting the cassette. But the fact that he says stay tuned, and the fact that he kind of includes like the address and the whole picture is of the thing. And it's of the door. It's not even of the house. It's of the door. And it's locked. So it kind of makes me think like maybe he's going to, unlock that door on the next album. I don't know. But it would be something clever. And I think Eminem is someone who would want to do something like that. He doesn't use social media much. And I'm sure he didn't post the picture himself. His team probably did. But it seems like they're hinting towards something bigger than just a cassette release, re-release, whatever you want to call it. And like in 2016, we know Eminem's working on a new album, so that's coming. And the one thing that I remember that is kind of confirmed, unless he scrapes the collaboration entirely, but was when Tech Nine got Eminem on Speed'em. Tech did an interview where he also talked about how he did a feature for Eminem's upcoming album, and this was what they finally got that record. What, it was last summer was when Speed'em came out, or the year before that. No, it was last year for sure. And he said that he did a record for Eminem's upcoming album, so I'm interested to hear that. And I feel like it's not gonna be like scraped. Eminem doesn't seem like a type to like over record. Like, we've never heard a bunch of, like, songs that leaked out later, or heard that he did, 70 songs for this album and had to narrow it down to 14 or 15. He's not that type of artist. So I think Eminem takes his time, and he really only gets into the booth when he feels like he's ready to release something. But at the same time, I just want to, like, have Eminem really deliver something like focused. I think that's the issue with Marshall Mathers LP2, is that it didn't feel like too focused. It felt a little bit uninspired. He wasn't trying to really elevate himself into like the conversation of like his best albums, the Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, etc., etc. But with Royce da 5'9's recent album Layers, I'm hoping that maybe M listens to that and draw some inspiration from that, or just like someone in general. I mean, once you get to a certain age, Eminem is 43, so once you get to a certain age, it's kind of like, what do you rap about? I would like to see M kind of take like an approach like Royce is doing, kind of have that introspective, creative, still lyrical side of him. And that's what made like Royce's album really good, is that he's really talking about things that we never heard of. And Eminem's someone who's been open, but he's open like in spurts. So I want to see like a whole project. I want to hear more emotion. Like some of the stuff that he's talked about in the past, where he's kind of like talked about, you know, his life, his personal life, all that. He's kind of like passed it off for like less than like what it should be. Like when you talk about certain events, you're going to need, uh, you just need like a certain level of emotion, or to see like you're actually invested. I think Eminem kind of plays that off. Sometimes he has that like that joking personality where he'll talk about something and it might have actually happened or it might not have. But if it did happen, he kind of plays it off like, you know, haha, whatever. But I would like to see an Eminem album that kind of explores more of like that personal side to him. And I think Marshall Mathers LP3 would be a perfect fit to continue to do that. And maybe I was wrong about Marshall Mathers LP2. It was a couple years ago. Maybe I'm gonna actually listen to it and see if if I have the same opinion that I had when it first came out. I'm gonna do that. But like I said earlier in the video, I'm curious to know what other people's thoughts are. I have the Instagram link so you can check it out for yourself, and it's obviously been included in this video to see. But I'm just curious, do you think that this could be hinting towards a Marshall Mathers LP3, or am I just, you know, overreacting? Let me know in the comment section below, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.